guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chetan Sidling. In this video, I will teach you about HTML and CSS. If you like this video, please share with your friends, and if you are new to this channel, please do subscribe. Without wasting time, let's begin. Guys, now I will start HTML and CSS tutorial. First, I will discuss about introduction to HTML. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. HTML full form is Hypertext Markup Language. HTML is used to create web pages. If you want to design website, then you need to use HTML. It has a lot of tags and each tag can perform different action. If you want to add link in HTML, then there is a link tag. If you want to add image in HTML, then there is a image tag. And if you want to create table, then there is a table tag. HTML is totally dependent on tags. We can't create a web page in any language without HTML. Suppose if you are using Python in backend, then to design web page you need to use HTML. And if you are using PHP in backend and to design web page, then also you need to use HTML. This was about introduction to HTML. Now I will discuss about introduction to CSS. CSS stands for Cascade Style Sheet. This is full form of CSS. By using CSS, we can make our web page beautiful. If you want to add color in your web page, then you need to use CSS. You can add different types of colors in your web page by using CSS. CSS can be used in three ways. One is inline CSS, and second one is internal, and third one is external CSS. Later I will discuss about inline, internal and external CSS. We call CSS by IDs and classes. Suppose you have created 4 paragraphs and you want to apply color to only one paragraph. By creating ID or class, you can apply CSS to only one paragraph. Later I will discuss about ID and classes and how to use. Wait guys, I will open one web page and I will explain you. This is my website. If I want to add here color, then I need to use CSS. Here you can see color. This is because of CSS. This is button. If I need to add any color in heading, then I need to apply CSS. Here you can see one simple web page is there. And if I want to add any image, then there is a image tag. By using image tag, you can add images in web pages. This was about introduction to HTML and CSS. In this tutorial, I will use Sublime Text Editor. If you want to download this software, search on Google Sublime Text Editor. Then you can visit this website. Here you will find on button download. Download for Windows. Click here to download. Now I will come back to my Sublime Text. Now I will discuss about tags, how to use tags in HTML. I will take example of two tags. One is heading tag and another one is paragraph tag. To add any tag in HTML, you need to first add opening tag. To add opening tag, you need to use lesser than symbol, then H1. This is heading tag 1 and this is greater than symbol. This is opening tag. First I will save this file. Okay, in this folder I will save 02.html. Done. This is opening tag. Then I will write one heading here. Heading CS electrical and electronics. And here I will use closing tag. If you are using opening tag and at the last you should use closing tag. For closing tag, lesser than symbol, slash h1 and greater than symbol. This is the method how to use tags in HTML. If you want to use heading tag, first you need to add opening tag and then at the last you need to add closing tag. Now I will use paragraph tag. To add paragraph tag, lesser than sign, p greater than sign. Here I will add some sentence. Okay, Chetan Sidling. It is my name. Chetan Sidling is a YouTuber, blogger, web developer. Okay, and I will copy this sentence and I will paste again here. And at the last I will add one closing tag. To add closing tag, lesser than sign slash p greater than sign. Now I will save this. Okay, and I will come back to my folder where it is desktop. Yeah, desktop, HTML and CSS tutorial, and 02 HTML. This is the file. Here you can see heading CS electrical and electronics, and here you can see paragraph. This is the method how to use tags in HTML. Later we will discuss about different types of tags, link tag, image tag, and many more. Guys, this was about tagging. Guys, now I will discuss about HTML syntax. I created a new file. Now I will write here HTML syntax and then I will explain you. To write HTML syntax, first we need to add doc type, lesser than sign, exclamation, doc type, HTML, greater than sign. This will tell browser which version of HTML you are using, whether you are using HTML or whether you are using HTML5. This will tell browser which version of HTML you are using. Okay, then you need to add HTML tag. First I will add opening tag, lesser than sign, HTML and greater than sign. Then closing tag. Okay, inside HTML tag I will add head tag and body tag. First I will add head tag. This is opening tag, and now I will add closing tag. Okay, and then body tag. This is opening tag and this is closing tag. Inside head tag, first of all I will provide a type space. Okay, it will look clean and neat. Okay, done. This much is sufficient. Okay, inside head tag I will add title. If you want to add title of web page, then you need to add inside head tag. I will use title tag. Okay, I will add title, CSS and HTML tutorial. Then closing tag. Okay, if you want to add any heading and paragraph and image, then you need to add inside body tag. I will add heading and paragraph. I will use h1 tag and I will add heading, CSS and HTML class. Okay, and I will add closing tag, and below I will add paragraph. First of all I will add opening tag, and in paragraph I will write something. This is HTML and CSS tutorial, and I will copy this and paste it again, and at the last I will add closing tag. Okay, this is the basic syntax of HTML. You can see, first we need to add doc type. This will tell browser which version of HTML you are using. Then you need to add HTML tag. This is opening tag and this is closing tag. Then inside HTML you need to add head tag and body tag. In head tag you need to add title. If you want to add title of web page, then you need to add here. Okay, inside head tag. And if you want to add heading and paragraph, any image, videos, then you need to add inside body tag. Now I will save and open in browser. Yes, this is file. Double click. Guys, here you can see heading and paragraph and title. Here you can see HTML and CSS tutorial. This is title. I will change title as HTML tutorial. Okay, I will save this again and come back to browser, refresh. Here you can see title will change, HTML tutorial. Okay, if you want to add title, you need to add inside head tag. Okay, and if you want to add any heading, paragraph and any image, and if you want to create any table, list, then you need to add inside body tag. Okay, Here you can see heading and paragraph. Guys, this was about HTML syntax. Now I will discuss about attributes. Attributes is added only at opening tag. To add attribute, go inside opening tag and type title equal to double inverted comma, and you can add your attribute. I will add HTML and CSS. Okay, I will save this file and come back to browser and refresh. When I take pointer over paragraph, then you can see HTML and CSS. Okay, if you are writing paragraph on different topics, suppose you are writing paragraph on entrepreneur, then you can give attribute as entrepreneur. This will help you during search result, during SEO. Suppose if someone searches entrepreneur on Google, your article may rank on Google. So this is benefit during SEO point of view. Okay, you can add many attributes by giving space here, then you can add n number of attributes. Guys, this was about attribute. Now I will discuss about comments. If you want to hide any paragraph, any heading or any other tags, then you can use comments. Now I will show you how to use comments. To use comment, first I will hide this heading. H1 heading I will hide and I will show you. To use comment, use lesser than sign, exclamation, hyphen, hyphen. And until where you want to hide, come there and use hyphen, hyphen, greater than sign. I will save this and come back to browser and I will refresh here. Here you can see only paragraph. Heading is not there. By using comment you can hide anything. I will cut this and I will paste it here. Okay. And this also. I will cut this and I will paste it here. Now I will save this and come back to browser and I will refresh here. You can see only heading. Paragraph is not there. By using comment you can hide anything. Now I will hide both heading and paragraph. I will cut this and I will paste it here. Then I will save and come back to browser and refresh. Now you can see both heading and paragraph is hidden. Okay, you can use comments for various purpose. If you want to hide title, you can hide. If you want to hide everything in body, you can use comment. And if you want to give credit in coding but you don't want to display on web page, then you can use that. First I will delete this. Okay, and I will give here credit designed by Chetan Sidling, lesser than sign, exclamation, hyphen, hyphen, designed by Chetan Sidling. Suppose you designed one template, then you can give here credit by using comment, but it will not display on web page. I will save this and come back to browser and refresh. Here you can see only heading and paragraph. See guys, by using comment you can hide anything. This was about comments. Now I will discuss about break and pre-formatted tag. First we will see about break tag. Suppose if you want to provide more space between heading and paragraph, then you can use break tag. I will provide here break tag. To use break tag, use lesser than sign, br and greater than sign. And I will provide one more break tag here, lesser than sign, br and greater than sign. I will save this and come back to browser and refresh. You can see here space, there is more space between heading and paragraph. Suppose if you want to break this line, okay, if you want to bring this sentence to the next line, you can add here break tag. I will come back to editor and I will add here break, lesser than sign, br and greater than sign. I will save this and come back to browser and I will refresh. You can see here the line has came here. Okay, by using break tag you can break any paragraph and you can provide space between heading and paragraph and lot more things you can do using break tag. Now we will see about pre-formatted tag. Suppose if you want to display same thing which you wrote here, suppose I will provide here space, more space, okay, between HTML and classes, and I will save this and I will come back to browser. Here you can see only one space is there. You want to display same what is here, and in browser also you want to display same, then you need to use pre-formatted tag. To use pre-formatted tag you use lesser than sign, pre greater than sign, and until where here. Okay, here I will provide closing tag. Save this and come back to browser and refresh. Here you can see same space what you gave space here. Okay, same space is there in browser in web page. Pre-formatted tag is used to display same. Now I will enter here. Okay, and I will write like this. It will display same in browser also. I will save this and come back to browser and refresh. Here you can see. Okay guys, if you want to display same what you wrote in coding by using pre-formatted tag, you can display that one. Guys, this was about break and pre-formatted tag. Now I will discuss about list, ordered and unordered list. Before that, I will explain you what is ordered and unordered list. Guys, first I will write here something Chetan Sidling. Then I will copy this and I will paste below. And I will paste again and again and again. First I will explain you unordered list. I will select this. Here you can see bulleted list. Guys, this is called unordered list. In unordered list you will get bullets. Now I will tell you what is ordered list. In ordered list you will get sequence like 1 2 3. Okay, you can change this order also, A B C D or Roman numbers. Now I will show you how to create ordered and unordered list in HTML. First I will create unordered list. To create unordered list, first you should use unordered list tag lesser than sign ul greater than sign and one closing tag. Inside tag, I will use list tag lesser than sign li greater than sign, and I will write here something option 1 and here closing tag. Okay, and I will copy this, otherwise I will write again list 2. Okay, option 2 and closing tag, and I will add one more list li greater than sign option 3 closing tag. Now I will save this and come back to browser and I will refresh here. Here you can see unordered list. You can change this circle. Instead of circle, you can add here square also. Later I will show you that also. Now I will create ordered list. To create ordered list, you need to use ordered list tag. OL, this is opening tag and closing tag. Inside I will give list li option A. Okay, then closing tag. Then I will provide one more list li option B, then closing tag. Okay, I will save this and come back to browser and refresh. Here you can see ordered list. In ordered list you will see 1 2 and in unordered list you will see circles or bullets. Now I will change this circle into square. To change this, you come inside unordered list opening tag. Here type equal to double inverted comma square and save this and come back to browser and I will zoom it and refresh here. You can see here square. Now I will change this. Instead of 1 2 I will add AB. Change come inside ordered list tag, type equal to double inverted comma A. Now I will save this and come back to browser and refresh. Here you can see guys AB. Guys, this was about ordered and unordered list. Now I will discuss about text formatting. Total 9 different kinds of tags I will discuss now. First we will see about italic, then bold, then underline, then strong and small, then delete, superscript, subscript, and at the last we will see mark tag. First we will see italic tag. First of all I will copy this paragraph. Okay, and I will paste it here, and I will delete this attribute. First we will see about italic tag. If you want to change this style into italic, okay, I will apply italic style to this. First I will add opening tag lesser than sign I greater than sign, and I will here add closing tag. Now I will save this and I will go back to browser and I will refresh here. Here you can see italic style. This was about italic tag. Now I will apply bold. Okay, for HTML I will apply bold. First I will add opening tag, then I will add closing tag. Now I will save this file and I will go back to browser and I will refresh. Here you can see HTML will convert into bold. Here you can see. Okay, this was about bold tag. Now I will apply underline tag. I will apply underline tag to CSS. Lesser than sign U, greater than sign, and here closing tag. Now save this and come back to browser and refresh. Here you can see underline. This was about underline tag. Now we will see strong tag. I will apply strong tag to tutorial. Lesser than sign, strong, greater than sign, and here closing tag. I will save this and I will come back to browser and I will do refresh. Here you can see strong tag as applied. Strong tag and bold tag is same. Okay, only thing is name is different. Now we will see next tag, that is small. I will apply small tag to this. Lesser than sign, small, greater than sign, closing tag. I will save this file and I will come back to browser and I will do refresh. Here you can see small tag has been applied. This is small compared to ease and tutorial, as you can see here. Now I will apply next tag. Next tag is delete. I will apply delete tag to HTML. Okay, first opening tag del greater than sign and closing tag. I will save this file and I will come back to browser and I will do refresh. Here you can see delete tag has been applied. This was about delete tag. Now I will apply superscript tag. If you want to apply power, suppose if you want to apply 2 power 2 or 6 power 5, then you can use superscript tag. I will write here 6 lesser than sign sup greater than sign. I will add 6 power 8. Okay, 8 and closing tag. I will save this and I will come back to browser and I will refresh. Here you can see 6 power 8. Okay, this was about superscript tag. Now we will see about subscript tag. If you want to create permutation and combination like 6c8, if you want to create like this, then you can use superscript tag. I will show you. Wait, 6c8. If you want to bring this c in power, you will use superscript tag, and if you want to bring this 8 in below base, then you use subscript tag. Now I will apply both superscript and subscript tag. First I will apply superscript tag. Lesser than sign sup greater than sign, closing tag, and here subscript tag. This is opening tag and here closing tag. Sorry, sub it is sub. Okay, now I will save this file and I will come back to browser and I will do refresh. Here you can see 6c8. This was about superscript and subscript tag. Now we will see about mark tag. If you want to highlight whole paragraph or word, then you need to use mark tag. I will highlight this. Okay, from this to tutorial. I will add here opening tag mark, then I will add here closing tag. I will save this file and I will come back to browser and I will refresh. Here you can see highlighted line. By using mark you can highlight any line, any words. Guys, this was about text formatting. Now you got to know about what is italic tag, what is bold, underline, strong, small, delete, superscript, subscript, and mark tag. These are the different 9 types of tags. Now we will see HTML entities. Suppose if you want to create a footer and you want to add copyright. Now I will show you what is entities. First of all, I will create one footer. I will create one paragraph tag. Okay, P greater than sign, copy, right, TED, ampersand, copy, semicolon by CS and closing tag. See guys, this is called entities. If you want to add symbol of copyright, then you need to use entities. I will save this and I will come back to browser and I will refresh here. Here you can see symbol. This is symbol of copyright. If you want to add different entities, then you can go and search on Google HTML entities and visit this website. Here you will find different types of entities. If you want to add hash, if you want to add dollar, if you want to add percentage, if you want to add plus, minus, brackets, equal to, greater than, lesser than symbol, and lot of symbols are there. If you want to add any kind of symbol, you can search here. I will add one more symbol. Okay, I will add dollar. Here you can see dollar. I will go back to editor and I will add here dollar. DOLLAR, and I will save this file and I will come back to browser and I will refresh it. Here you can see dollar. Guys, this was about HTML entities. Here you can find n number of symbols you can use depending on applications. Okay, this was about entities. Guys, now I will discuss about image tag. By using image tag, you can add images on web pages. Now I will show you how to use image tag. Lesser than sign img and src. This is a source where you need to add path where your image is stored. Double inverted comma. I will save image on same folder. Okay, I will save image here only. Here you can see cs.jpg and this is file. Okay, I will come back to editor and I will add here image name cs.jpg. Then I will add here alt text, double inverted comma, this is cs image. If suppose your image does not load due to slow internet, then this will be displayed. This is cs image, and it will also help during SEO search result. If someone searches cs image, then this image may rank on Google because of this alt text. Now I will add title. These are also called as attributes. Title I will add cs image. When I take pointer over the image, then cs image will be displayed. Now I will mention width. Width of the image I will give 200, and I will also mention height. Height also I will give 200, and greater than sign, and I will save this file and go back to browser and I will refresh. Here you can see image. When I take pointer over the image, you can see cs image. This is because of title. If suppose your image does not load due to slow internet, I will make changes here. I will remove C. Okay, your image will not load now. Instead of image, this will be displayed. This is cs image. Here you can see this is cs image. Okay, alt text is given because of SEO point of view, and suppose if your image does not load, then alt text will tell about the image. This is cs image. Guys, this was about image tag, how to add image in HTML. Guys, now I will discuss how to create table in HTML. To create table, you need to use table tag. I will use table tag. lesser than sign, table, greater than sign. I will also provide on closing tag. Inside table tag, you need to add t-head and t-body. Now I will show you how to create. First of all, I will add t-head and t-body tag. This is opening tag and this is closing tag. And this is opening tag of t-body and this is closing tag of t-body. If you want to add any heading in table, then you need to add inside t-head. And if you want to add any elements in table, then you need to add inside t-body. First I will add heading such as serial number, name and phone number. Go inside t-head and add tr tag. If you want to add row elements, then you need to use tr tag. This is opening tag and I will also add here on closing tag. Inside tr tag, I will add t-head tag. If you want to add any heading, serial number, name or phone number, email, then you need to use th tag. I will add serial number and I will provide on closing tag. Then I will add name. I am adding heading of table and I will provide on closing tag. And I will also add phone number and I will provide on closing tag. These are the headings of table. Now I will add elements in table. To add elements in table, go inside body tag. First I will add tr tag. If you want to add row elements, then you need to use tr tag. This is opening tag and this is closing tag. Inside tr tag you use a td tag. Td tag is table data. If you want to add table data such as serial number 123 or name Chetan, Kiran or Nikhil or any other names or phone numbers, then you need to add inside body tag td table data. This is opening tag and I will add first serial number 1 and I will provide closing tag. Then I will add next data name Chetan and I will add here closing tag. Then I will add phone number 12345 6. Then I will add on closing tag. Now I will copy this because I don't want to waste time in typing it again, and I will paste it here. I will change serial number as 2 and name as Kiran and phone number 98765. This is how you can create table in HTML. First you need to add table tag, then inside table tag you need to create t-head and t-body. In t-head you will add heading of table such as serial number, name, phone number. In t-body you will add table elements such as name, phone numbers, serial numbers. Here you can see these are the elements which are there in table. These are the data. Now I will save this file and I will go back to browser and I will refresh. Here you can see table. This is heading, serial number, name and phone number which I created in t-head, and this is elements or data which is stored in table which I created in t-body. Now I will add border. To add border, go inside table tag, border equal to double inverted comma 1. Now I will save this file again and I will go back to browser and I will refresh. Here you can see border. This is how you can create table in HTML. Later I will show how to apply padding and how to apply margin and how to apply colors in table. Guys, this was about how to create table in HTML. Guys, now I will discuss about table attributes. If you want to add space between this serial number and this border, then you can use attribute called cell padding. Now I will show you how to apply cell padding. Go inside table tag and type cell padding and give value. I will give 10. You can give different values. I will save this file and I will go back to browser and I will refresh. Here you can see space between this head and border. By using cell padding, you can add space between cell and border. Now I will show you how to add space between this inside text border and main table border. To apply this, you go inside table tag and type cell spacing and give value as 10. I will give 8 and I will save this file and I will go back to browser and I will refresh. Here you can see space between cells. This was about cell spacing. Now I will discuss about call span. Suppose if you want to bring this two column under serial number, then by using call span you can bring. I will show you how to use. Go inside th tag and type call span. I will give value as 2. I want to bring two column under serial number. So I will save this file and I will go back to browser and I will refresh. Here you can see two columns under serial number. If you want to bring three columns under serial number, you can do that also. Now I will show you how to do. Instead of 2, give 3. I will save this file and I will go back to browser and I will refresh. Here you can see three columns came under serial number. Guys, this was about table attributes. Guys, now I will discuss about link tag. If you want to add link of other web page in your website, then you can add by using link tag. Now I will show you how to use link tag. First I will add opening tag, then I will type hyperreference. href. This is called hyperreference equal to double inverted comma. Then I will add here on closing tag. Closing tag. I will add a link of Google. Okay, first of all I will type here Google. If someone click on Google, then they will be redirected to this website www dot no https colon slash slash www dot google dot com. Now I will save this and I will go back to browser and I will refresh here. If someone click on Google, then they will be redirected to Google. This is how you can add link in HTML. This is called hyperreference. Now I will add here my website. Okay, my website name I will add CS Electrical. You can add different kinds of website. I will add my website CS Electrical and Electronics and I will change name. Instead of Google, I will type CS Electrical and Electronics. Now I will save this file and I will go back to browser and I will refresh. Here you can see CS Electrical and Electronics. Now I will click on this. Here you can see my website. By using this tag you can add link in your web pages. Guys, this was about link tag. Guys, now I will discuss about back and subdirectory. Suppose your image is stored in other folder and you want to access that image, you can access by using back and subdirectory. Now I will come back to folder and I will create one new folder here. Folder name I will give ff and I will move this file into this folder. Here you can see 03.html. Now I want to access this image. When I open this file in browser, by using back directory I can access. Now I will show you how to access. First I will save this file. I will replace this file. If I save this file and go back to browser, then it will show error. It will not show any image. Here you can see there is no image. Now to access image, I want to come back. To access this image, I want to come back from this folder. So I can come back by using period. I need to add two periods and one slash. By adding this, you will come back and then you can access this image cs.jpg. Now I will save this file and I will go back to browser and I will refresh. Here you can see image. Suppose your image is stored in other folder. Now I will create one folder here, AA, and I will move this image. I will cut this image and I will paste in this folder. Okay. Now if you want to access image, you want to come back to this folder and you want to go inside this folder to access this image. This can be done by using subdirectory. This will come back and then I need to add here folder name aa/cs.jpg. Now I will save this file and I will go back to browser and I will refresh. Here you can see image. Suppose if I remove this folder name and I will save this file and I will go back to browser and I will refresh. Here you can see image is not there. Because we came here, we did not go inside this folder to access image. To go inside this folder, you need to add this folder name in HTML. AA slash. Okay, now I will save this file again and I will go back to browser and I will refresh. Here you can see image. Guys, this was about back and subdirectory. Guys, now I will discuss about target attribute. Suppose if you want to open this website, my website in new tab, then there is an attribute called target. Now I will show you how to use. Give space and type target equal to double inverted comma underscore black black. Now I will save this file and I will go back to browser and I will refresh this browser. When someone click on CS electrical and electronics, then my website will open in new tab. Here you can see CS electrical and electronics. Now if you want to open my website in same tab, you need to change attribute. Instead of black, you need to rename self. This will open website in same tab. Now I will refresh this and I will click on CS electrical and electronics. Now you can see my website is opening on same tab. This was about target attribute. If you want to open website in new tab, then you need to use black, and if you want to open website in same tab, then you need to use self. Guys, now I will discuss about iframe. Suppose if you want to open other web page in your web page, then you can use iframe. Now I will show you what is iframe and how to use. First of all, I will add here break tag. I will add two break tag to break line. Then I will use iframe. This is opening tag and this is closing tag. And I will add here link. I will add Google link. No, I will add my website link. cselectricalandelectronics.com. I will copy this and I will paste it here. Now I will also mention width and height. I will mention width 400. 400 is sufficient. Equal to double inverted comma 400, and I will also mention height. Height I will mention 400. I will save this file and I will go back to browser and I will refresh. Here you can see iframe. In your web page you can add other web pages by using iframe. This is my website CS Electrical and Electronics. By using iframe I can add my website in this web page. Guys, this was about iframe, how to use iframe and why it is used. Guys, now I will discuss about inline CSS. Suppose if you want to apply color in heading or paragraph, then you can use inline CSS. Now I will show you how to use inline CSS. First I will add here few break tags. To break line I will add 3 break tags. Now I will create one paragraph lesser than sign P. This is opening tag and this is closing tag. Now I will come inside opening tag. I will type style equal to double inverted comma color colon red. I will make paragraph color red and I will make background color yellow. Background hyphen color colon yellow. Now I will write something. Chetan Sidling is a YouTuber, blogger, and I will copy this sentence and I will paste it because I don't want to waste time in typing. Now I will save this and I will go back to browser and I will refresh. Here you can see guys paragraph. Chetan Sidling is a YouTuber blogger. By using inline CSS you can apply colors to paragraph heading. Now I will add color to heading. I will go up and I will add color to heading. This is heading CSS and HTML classes. I will go inside h1 tag and I will type style equal to double inverted comma color colon. I will give color yellow and I will save this and I will go back to browser and I will refresh. Here you can see yellow color heading. So guys, by using inline CSS you can apply color to paragraph, heading and tables and lot more things you can do. This was about inline CSS. Guys, now I will discuss about internal CSS. We can apply CSS in HTML in three ways. One is inline CSS and another one is internal CSS and third one is external CSS. Now I will discuss about internal CSS. First I will create one paragraph. This time I will use h3 tag instead of p. I will use h3 tag. This is opening tag and this is closing tag. I will copy this sentence because I don't want to waste time in typing and I will paste it here and I will save this file and I will go back to browser and I will refresh. Here you can see paragraph. Now I will add color to this paragraph. I will add some colors. To add color in internal CSS, you need to apply CSS in head tag, inside head tag. Go inside head tag and create use style tag. This is opening tag and I will also add closing tag. Inside style tag you call h3 tag and use flower brackets. Inside flower brackets you mention colors. I will mention text color red and I will mention background color background color. This time I will mention orange and I will save this file and I will go back to browser and I will refresh. Here you can see text color is red and background color is orange. This was about internal CSS. In internal CSS you need to apply CSS in head tag inside head tag and you need to add text paragraph in body tag. This was about internal CSS. Guys, now I will discuss about external CSS. In external CSS, one more file is created where we will write CSS. Now I will show you how to create external CSS. First I will create one paragraph. This time I will use h4 tag. If I use same tag in each paragraph, then that color will be applied in all paragraphs. So I am using different tags. This is opening tag and I will also add closing tag. Now I will copy this same para because I don't want to waste time in typing. Now I will create one new file and I will save this file in ff folder in same folder. I will give name style.css. Now I will save this. Now I will call here h4 flower bracket. Inside flower bracket I will mention colors. Text color I will give this time red and background color I will give blue. Background color blue. I will save this file and I will come back to this 03.html file. Now I need to connect this file with this. You come inside a tag and type link space relational equal to double inverted comma style sheet and hyperreference equal to double inverted comma and file name style.css. Make sure you write same name. If you write different name, then CSS will not be applied to this h4 tag. Now I will save this file and I will go back to browser and I will refresh. Here you can see text color is red and background color is blue. This was about external CSS. In external CSS, one separate file is created to write CSS. Then this file is connected to this file, HTML file, by using this link link tag. By using this link tag, we will connect style.css file to this HTML file. Then CSS is applied to h4 tag because we wrote CSS on h4. Here you can see. This was about external CSS. Guys, recently we have saw about inline CSS, internal CSS and external CSS. Now I will discuss about CSS selector. Suppose if you have created 4 paragraphs and you want to apply CSS only in one paragraph. You want to add color in one paragraph and you don't want to apply color in 4 paragraphs. Then you can create ID or classes. Now I will show you how to create ID or class. First of all, I will delete these all things. And I will delete this also. Yeah, now it is good. And I will change this into para. I will use p tag and here also p, and I will make this 01 and I will copy this whole para and I will paste it here. I will paste 4 times and also I will add break tag br. Here also I will add break tag br and here also. If you want to apply CSS to only this paragraph, then you can create ID or class. If you direct apply CSS by calling P, then CSS will be applied to 4 paragraphs. To avoid this, you can create ID or class. First, I will change this number into 2 and this 3 and this 4. Now I will create ID. First I will create ID, then I will show you how to create class. ID equal to double inverted comma p1. Okay, this is ID for paragraph 1. Like this I will create ID for paragraph 2 and I will create ID for paragraph 3 p3 and I will also create ID for paragraph 4 p4. Now I will apply CSS. To apply CSS, I will go inside a tag. First, I will add style tag. This is opening tag, and I will also add closing tag. Inside style tag, I will call. First, I will apply CSS to paragraph 2. To apply CSS to only paragraph 2, you need to call this ID. I will type hash p2 and flower brackets. Inside flower brackets I will mention color I will give this time red color. No, this time I will give orange, and background color I will give black. Background color black. BLSCK. Now I will save this file and I will go back to browser and I will refresh. Here you can see only CSS is applied to paragraph 2. Text color is yellow and background color is black. By creating ID you can apply CSS to particular paragraph. You can apply CSS to particular heading or particular table. Now I will apply CSS to paragraph 4. I will change this, instead of 2 I will type 4. Now I will save this and I will go back to browser and I will refresh. Here you can see CSS is applied to paragraph 4. Suppose if you have created many paragraphs and you want to apply CSS to only one paragraph, by using ID you can create this. Now I will show you how to use class. I will also create class. Class equal to, I will give name P1, P01, and here also class equal to P02, and here also class equal to P03, and here also class equal to P04. Now I will apply CSS using class. Now I will apply class to paragraph 3. To apply first period, you need to type period, then P03, then flower brackets. Inside flower bracket you need to mention color. Color, text color I will give this time green, and background color I will give background color, this time I will give black. I will save this and I will go back to browser and I will refresh. Here you can see text color is green and background color is black. By creating ID and classes, you can apply CSS to particular paragraph, particular heading. Suppose if you want to apply CSS to paragraph 1, now I will change this P01 because I created class P01. So I will call P01. Now I will save this and this will apply CSS to only paragraph 1. Here paragraph 4. I applied CSS for paragraph 4 using ID, and now I am applying CSS to paragraph 1 by using class. Now I will go to browser and I will refresh. Here you can see by using class I applied CSS to paragraph 1, and by using ID I applied CSS to paragraph 4. Guys, this was about CSS selector. CSS selector means ID and classes. ID means identify. If you want to apply CSS to particular table, heading, paragraph, description, footer, then you can use ID and classes. This was about CSS selector. Guys, now I will discuss about anchor status. Suppose if you want to change color of your link when someone click on link, or you want to change color when someone bring pointer over your link, then you can use anchor status. Now I will show you how to use. First of all, I will delete this poor paragraph, and I will also delete this CSS. Now I will create one link. I will add my website link. I will use link tag hyperreference equal to double inverted comma https colon slash slash www dot cs electrical and electronics dot com, and here closing tag, and here I will type cs electrical and electronics. I will save this file and I will go back to browser and I will refresh it. Here you can see color is in blue. If someone bring pointer over this link, then color will change. I will show you how to apply CSS. And if someone click on this link, then color will change. Now I will show you how to apply. Now I will go inside style tag and I will type a colon hover HOVER. When someone bring pointer over link, then color will change. Flower brackets inside I will give color green. Now I will save this file and I will go back to browser and I will refresh here. When I bring pointer over link, you can see green color will come. Now I will change color when someone click on link. I will use a colon active flower brackets. Inside flower bracket I will give color red. I will save this file and I will go back to browser and I will refresh. Here you can see when I bring pointer over link, green color will appear. When I click on link, you can see red color because I give active color red. This was about anchor status. If you want to change color of link, then by using anchor status you can change. When someone click on link, you can change color. When someone bring pointer over link, you can change color. This was about anchor status. Guys, now I will discuss about div tag. If you want to break your website, then you can use div tag. Now I will show you how to use div tag and later we will see how to create a website, navigation bar, footer and form. Everything I will share later. Now I will show you how to create div tag. First I will delete this link tag and also this CSS. Now I will create one div tag. Lesser than sign div. Div means division element. This is opening tag and I will also add closing tag. Now I will type a division tag. Now I will apply CSS. I will create ID here. No, it's okay because we are using only one div tag. If you are using multiple div tag and you want to apply CSS in particular div tag, then you can create ID. Now I am using only one div tag. It's okay. I will call here CSS div flower brackets. Inside flower brackets, I will mention text color red and background color yellow and width I will mention width 4000 pixel and height I will mention 1000 pixel. Now I will save this file and I will go back to browser and I will do refresh. Here you can see div tag and this is background of yellow color and text color is red. By using div tag you can break your website. Later I will show you how we can use div tag to break website. This was about how to create div tag. Guys, now I will discuss about CSS box. I will create total 3 div tags and I will apply different styles. First I will delete this tag and I will also delete this style. Now I will create new tag. Total I will create 3 div tag. This is opening tag and this is closing tag. Now I will type 01 a div tag. Now I will copy this and I will paste it here. Now I will change this number. Okay. Now I created total 3 div tags. Now I will apply different styles in each div tag. First I will create IDs. ID equal to D01 and I will also create ID for second tag. ID equal to double inverted comma D02, and I will also create ID for third tag. ID equal to double inverted comma D03. Now I will apply CSS. I will go inside style tag. Before that I will save this file and I will go back to browser and I will do refresh. Here you can see three div tag. Now I will apply different styles. First I will apply style to first tag hash D01. I will call ID D01. Flower brackets. Inside flower brackets I will add color, background color, margin, padding. Color I will give text color blue and background color I will give red or yellow. I will give yellow and I will give width as 310 pixel and I will give height also I will give 310 pixel and I will mention margin as 500 pixel. Later I will explain what is margin and I will also mention padding. If you want to provide space between text and border, then you need to mention padding. Padding I will give 50 pixel. 50 pixel. Now I will add border. Border colon 10 pixel black solid. Border will be black color. Now I will save this file and I will go back to browser and I will refresh. Here you can see text color is blue and background color is yellow and border color is black. This space is because of margin. I will change margin. Yeah, I will change margin to 50 pixel. I will save this file and I will go back to browser. Here you can see 50 pixel. Top and left margin is 50 pixel. Now I will change padding. If you want to bring this text little bit down, then you need to change padding. I will change padding as 200 pixel. 200. I will save this file and I will go back to browser and I will refresh. Here you can see padding came here. And by the way, the size also increases because of padding. Now I will come back to text editor. I will change this to 50. And now I will save this file and I will go back to browser. If you increase padding, the height and width also increase. Okay, now I will apply different styles to tag 2 and tag 3. I will come back to editor and I will call div tag 3 and I will call div tag 2 hash D02. Flower brackets. Inside flower bracket I will mention color, background color, width, padding, margin, everything. Color this time I will give red and background color I will give blue and width I will give 300 pixel and height I will give 300 pixel and margin top. If you want to apply only margin from top, then you need to type margin top colon 50 pixel. And if you want to apply margin to left and right or bottom, then you need to type margin left. If you want to apply margin from left, I will give value as 20 pixel margin margin, yeah. And if you want to apply margin from right, then type margin hyphen right colon I will give value as 50 pixel and I will also give margin from bottom. Margin bottom. I will give value 50 pixel, and I will also mention padding. Padding from top, bottom, right and left. First I will mention padding from top. If you want to provide space between text and top border, then you need to mention here value. Padding top I will give how much 50 pixel is okay, and padding right, right, I will give value 50 pixel same, and I will give padding bottom value, bottom, bottom, bottom I will give 50 pixel, and I will give padding left value 20 pixel or 30 pixel, it's okay, 30 pixel is fine. And I will give border width, I want to mention border width 20 pixel, you can change width also. And I will also provide border style. If you want to provide dash dash in border or dotted lines or straight lines, you can change here. Border style I will give dotted, I want dotted style. And I will also give border color, I will give border color yellow, yellow. These are the different styles which I applied to this tag, second tag. Now I will save this file and I will go back to browser and I will refresh. Here you can see second tag. This is the text color red and background color is blue and border color with the dotted line is yellow. And this is margin. Here you can see margin. This is top margin, this is left margin, this is right margin, and this is bottom margin. And this is padding. The space between border and text is called padding. Here you can see top padding, left padding, bottom padding and right padding. Now I will change padding value and I will show you. I will bring this add div tag little bit here. I will come back to editor and I will change value. Instead of 30, I will give 50 or 60. I will save this and I will go back to browser and I will refresh. Here you can see text has came a little bit here. I will change margin value also. I will come back to text editor and margin this, yeah, this one. I will give value as 80. I will save this and I will go back to browser and I will refresh. Here you can see margin value has been increased. If you want to bring this text to center, you can bring by changing values of padding. And if you want to bring this whole box little bit here, by changing margin values you can bring. Now I will apply styles to third tag, that is D03. First I will call D03 hash D03 flower brackets. Inside flower brackets I will mention color, margin, background color, everything. Color I will give blue, and background color I will give this time green, yeah. And I will mention width this time I will mention 400 pixel, and height I will give 400 pixel. Now I will add margin. You can also add margin like this, margin colon, top value I will give 20 pixel, space, right value I will give 50 pixel, and the bottom value I will give 40 pixel, and left value I will give 80 pixel. Instead of typing like this margin top, left, right, bottom, you can also type like this. This is top and this is right and this is bottom and this is left value. Now I will add padding colon 20 pixel top, space, and a 50 pixel right space and a 40 pixel bottom and 90 pixel left. You can also apply padding like this instead of typing like this. Now I will change border at particular side. If you want to change a border of top, then you can change. If you want to apply style to only bottom border, then you can change. Now I will show you how to change border top style. I want to change border top style only. So border top style colon I want to change to dashed. You can also use a straight line or dotted line. I am using dashed line. And I will also apply top color, border top color, border top color. I will give color red. Okay, and I will also mention width, border top width. Width I will give 10 pixel, and I will also mention border right style. This was about top style. Now I will mention right style, border right style. Solid I will give. You can also mention dotted, and I will also mention border color, border right color, border right color. I will mention brown. Yeah, brown is okay, brown. And I will also mention width, border right width. I will give value 12 pixel. This is how you can apply margin, padding and border top style, border right style. You can apply different styles in CSS. Now I will save this file and I will go back to browser and I will refresh. Here you can see a div tag. This is third tag. Now I will refresh. Here you can see guys, text color is blue and background color is green and top style is dashed and with the red color and right style is brown with a solid style. This is how you can apply different styles in CSS. You can apply padding, you can apply margin, you can apply different colors and you can apply particular style at particular side. If you want to apply style at top, you can apply. You can also apply style at side. And if you want to bring this text to center by changing value of padding, you can bring. And if you want to provide more space, you can provide by changing margin values. Guys, this was about CSS box model. Guys, now I will discuss about CSS table. I will create table and then I will apply CSS. First I will delete these all things and this also. Yeah, now I will create table. I will use table tag. I showed you how to create table already. I am again creating table. This is opening tag and now I will add closing tag. Inside table tag I will create t-ed tag. This is opening tag and this is closing tag and I will also create t body. In head tag I will add heading. First I will add tr tag to add row elements. And this is closing tag. Inside tr tag I will use th tag, table head. I will give serial number, closing tag, and I will give name, closing tag, and I will give phone number. Serial number, name and phone number are heading in table. Now I will add elements. I will go inside tbody tag and I will use tr tag to add row elements, and inside tr tag I will use td tag, table data. I will add serial number 1, closing tag, and the name Chetan, and closing tag, and phone number 1432, my favorite number. And I will copy this and I will paste it here. I will change this to and name Nitin and phone number 9876. This is how we can create table in HTML. Now I will save this and I will go back to browser and I will refresh. Here you can see table, a simple table. Now I will apply CSS, border and everything. I will come back to editor and I will go inside style. First I will add width, table, flower bracket. I will add width, table width I will give 800 pixel. Now I will save this and I will go back to browser and I will refresh. Here you can see 800 pixel table width. Now I will add border, table, th. I want to add border to table and heading and table data. Flower brackets, inside border I will add border only at bottom to make table very beautiful. Border bottom 3 pixel solid and I will give color silver. Now I will save this and I will go back to browser and I will refresh. Here you can see silver color border. Now I will come back to browser and I will add one more thing. It is not looking nice. Here you can see some cut is there. Now I will add collapse, border collapse, border collapse colon collapse, and I will go back to browser and I will refresh. Now table is looking nice. Now I will come back to editor and I will add our effect. Before that I want to bring this text center. So I will call here td and th. I want to bring heading and data in center. I want to bring here flower brackets. I will add text align, text align center, and I will also add padding 12 pixel, and I will also add vertical align middle sorry. Now I will save this file and I will go back to browser and I will refresh. Wow, it's looking awesome. Now I will come back to editor and now I will give our effect. T body, TR, our HOVER, flower bracket, background silver. When you take mouse over table, then background color will become silver. Now I will save this file and I will go back to browser and I will refresh. Here you can see when I bring pointer over element, you can see background color becomes silver. Now I will come back to editor. Now I will add some more colors. T-Ed, TR, flower bracket, and I want to add color, background color I want to add brown to make table more beautiful, and I want to add text color white. Now I will save this file and I will go back to browser and I will refresh. Wow, it's looking awesome. Here you can see background color is brown and text color is white, and you can see our effect. When I bring pointer over element data, you can see silver color. This is how you can add beautiful colors in table. This was about CSS table. Guys, now I will create HTML form and I will also apply CSS. First I will delete these all things. Yeah, now I will also delete this CSS. Now I will create form. I will go inside body tag. Yeah, I will create, I will ask user name, password, and I will also ask user to enter gender, whether you are male or female, and I will also ask user to select country, and then I will provide one submit button form. Now I will type tr tag. I'm using tr tag because I want to display username and text box in same row. Now I will go inside tr tag. I will type td and I will add label for user. Now I will type user name and closing tag and closing tag. Now I will add one input where user can add name. Td input type will be text, and I will also create id to apply css. Id user and closing tag. This will ask user to enter name. Now I will ask user to enter password. tr I will go inside tr tag td label for pass. For password na I am typing password, closing tag and closing tag for td and td input type I want password and id equal to, I will also create id because I want to apply css. Pass and closing tag. Now I will save this file and I will go back to browser and I will refresh. Here you can see username. User can give his name here, and password he can enter password here. Now I will come back to text editor. Now I will ask user to enter gender, whether you are male or female. tr tag, this is closing tag. Inside tr tag td label gender and closing tag for td male male colon input type. I will apply radio style. Later I will show you what is radio style. Name, gender, and value male. If you are male, then you need to check this radio. Later I will show you. And one vertical slash, and for female If you are female, then you need to choose this option. Female colon input type radio, name, gender, value, female. This is how you can ask user to enter gender, whether you are male or female. Now I will save this and I will go back to browser and I will refresh. Here you can see gender male or female. This is called radio. You can check here or you can check this. Later I will create this form more beautiful. I will come back to editor and this time I will ask user to enter your skills. I want to know skills of my employees. So I will create one option of skill. TR, TD, label, skill, skills, and closing tag. TD, I will ask user, Python, input, type, I will create checkbox, checkbox, value, Python. Now I will add one vertical slash. Now I will ask user, C++, colon, input, okay, input, type, checkbox, checkbox, value, CPP, C++. Now I will add one more option, vertical slash. I will ask user whether PHP, colon, input, type, equal to, checkbox, value, PHP, greater than sign, and one closing tag of TD. Now I will save this file and I will go back to browser and I will refresh. Here you can see skills, Python, C++ or PHP. This is checkbox. Now I will come back to editor. This time I will ask user to enter your country, to select your country. Before that, I need to create here form tag, FORM, and here closing tag, FORM, and closing tag for TR also, yes. And I need to add table tag, table, and here closing tag. Now form will look nice. Wow, it's looking nice. Here user can enter his name or her name and password, and he can select gender whether he is female or male, and he can also select skills whether he knows Python, C++ or PHP. Now I will come back to text editor. Now I will ask user to select your country. TR, and I will also add closing tag. Inside tr tag, I will type td table data and label for country. Guys, select your country. I will type closing tag and closing tag for td. Yeah, yeah. Now I will ask user to select country. I will add different country names. TD. Inside TD tag, I will add different country names. I will use select tag. Select. I will also create ID country. Name country. Now I will add different options. Option. This is option tag. Option value. HTML is totally dependent on tag. Equal to double inverted comma. Select country. Option value. I will add my country India. I will add short form IN. Okay, India. Now I will add some more countries. Option value PK Pakistan. Pakistan. And again I will add some more countries. Option value equal to UK. United. And some other countries name I will add. Option yeah, value. Now I will add Canada equal to CA Canada. Yeah. Now one closing tag. This is how you can ask user to select your country. Now I will save this file and I will go back to browser and I will refresh. Here you can see select your country. India, Pakistan, United States and Canada. Guys, select your country. I will change this. I will remove guys. Instead of guys, I will add only select country. Yeah, this I will remove and this also. Now I will save this file and I will go back to browser and I will refresh. Yeah, it's looking awesome. Now I will add one submit button. TR and also I will add closing tag. Inside TR tag, table data. TD tag with the closing tag. Inside TD tag, input tag, input type submit. Submit value equal to click to submit. name equal to submit form form. Now I will save this file and I will go back to browser. Here you can see click here to submit button. Now I will apply CSS. First I will go inside style tag. Yeah, I will call form. I will mention width and height. Width colon 500 pixel and background I will give silver color. Yeah, silver will look nice. And I will also add padding. Padding 22 pixel. No, 20 pixel is okay. And I will also add border of form, border colon 3 pixel solid color which black or brown brown. Done. And I will also add margin 0 auto. I want margin auto. Now I will save this file and I will go back to browser and I will refresh. Wow, here you can see beautiful form. Now I will apply some more styles. Input type equal to text. I will apply CSS in username and password. Input type password. Select flower brackets width 310 300 pixel is okay and height 200 pixel and border 2 pixel solid black. Yeah, black. Now I will save this file and I will go back to browser. Here you can see some style will come. I did little bit mistake. I will go back to text editor. Yeah, instead of 200 it should be 20 and 30. Now I will save this and I will go back to browser. Yeah, this I need to increase little bit. I will add width as 80. Now I will save this and I will go back to browser. Yeah, it's looking nice. Still more 160 1 200. Now I will save this and I will go back to browser. Yeah, it's looking nice. Now I will add some more styles. Now I will add style to click here to submit button. Input type submit flower brackets inside this background brown brown and color text color I will give white and border 2 pixel 2 pixel solid blue or black and width 400 pixel and height I will give 30 pixel. Now I will save this file and I will go back to browser. Width is more. I will reduce width to 40 Yeah, no, 40, no, 100. Now I will save this and I will go back to browser. Yeah, it's looking nice. This is how you can create form in HTML and you can apply CSS. Here user can enter his name, password, he can select male or female, and he can also select skill, Python or C++ or PHP, and he can also select country, then he can click on submit. This is actual form. Now I will zoom. Here you can see form. Guys, this was about how to create form in HTML and how to apply CSS. This was tutorial about HTML and CSS. Later we will make more tutorials on Python, C++ and C language and many other language. If you like this video, please share with your friends. Thank you for watching this video. Have a nice day.